Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jonathan. I'm here to go over some questions and answers. Today we're going to look on Reddit and we're going to go on our jobs and careers, and we're going to try to answer some business and career type questions. So here we go. When to walk away from an interview process. This was posted on our jobs. I'll try to keep this brief. I was flown out to Denver to interview for a job. They paid for my flight, hotel, and car. The people I'd spoken to over the phone for the initial screening were the owner and the president. Both of them loved me. However, during the interview today, the owner's son was present and he tried to grill me on some stuff that wasn't even my resume. I'm a web developer and SEO guy. I've been freelancing for a few months. The son did something really weird. He aggressively handed me a laptop and told me to show him an example of how long-term AdWords campaign I've run for another company. He acted incredulous, and when I said I had no such experience, even though there's nothing of the sort that's claimed in my resume, he then did it again. Only this time he asked if I was familiar with Adobe Illustrator. Again, acted incredulous when I said no. This was not part of my development process. I just design on the fly, which is the industry standard, and it has been for many years. And that I had no interest in graphic design. He then said something along the lines of, I know everything I need to know now, and stop asking questions. Very rude and awkward. I carried on the conversation with the two other owner and the president. They told me to put together some tasks and come back tomorrow for a second interview. I'm thinking this would be a complete waste of my time, right? Might as well enjoy Denver while I'm here instead of being grilled by some weirdo's daddy boy. Thoughts? Interesting, right? Okay, so this is the owner's son. I think it's just one of those cases where it's exactly what you said. It's the owner's son. It's not the owner. The owner is going to be the one that's going to be making the decisions, so you may still very well get the job. However, it does sound like the son's going to be a president part of the business, so you might have to work with him in some capacity. So just be ready for that. I don't know what to tell you about that one. You're going to have to make that choice. If you're already irked by the son being in the interview and asking you questions that had nothing to do with what's on your resume, you might want to just drop it and move on to the next one. Number 2. I'm finding it impossible to stay motivated at work. I'm a 33-year-old female here. My job is pretty low stress, but also pretty low pay. I just had my first annual review. There was no other feedback given, either positive or negative. I got a pretty nominal raise. I wanted to prepare to ask for more, but they surprised me with the review 2 weeks early. There are no opportunities for advancement unless I take a demotion and move to another area of the company and work up from there. My department is only me and my boss, and she's not going anywhere. No one really cares when I miss my deadlines, nor do they care when I get stuff done early. I don't have any coworkers that are my peers, and my boss is kind of checked out. I used to feel excited to do my job, but now I just don't care. I do the bare minimum, and sometimes not even that. I'm finding myself missing a lot of deadlines lately because, as I said, no one really cares. As soon as my boss looks the other way, I'm on Reddit or on my phone making plans for my time outside the office. I don't like being this type of employee, but lately I just can't find any way to keep myself motivated. What do you all do to stay focused and excited about your job? You know, I talked to somebody the other day about this very thing. Motivation is internal. So no matter what's going on at your job or your company, the motivation comes from within. So if you're feeling that because they don't care that you miss deadlines, that gives you a green light to miss deadlines, you'd be incorrect. I think it's more along the lines of you need to have goals. You need to have goals in your head of where you want to be personally. Do you want to make money? Do you want to travel? What do you want to do with your life? You should be that type of person, especially by 33 years old. You're getting to be that age where you should be that type of person that's self-motivating. You don't need anybody to push you. You don't need anybody over your shoulder micromanaging you. In fact, most people would kill for what you have right now. You just need to be more self-disciplined, and there's no other way to say it, but you need to clearly define your goals and decide what you want out of life. If you have goals and you're trying to achieve your goals, you're going to work harder at work, or you're going to find another job that you're more engaged in. But doing what you're doing now is just going to get you out the door at some point, whether you're going to leave or whether they're going to notice that you're just poorly performing. It's going to be impossible for you to recuperate after that. So I would definitely start getting engaged now And if not for the job, do it for yourself so that when you do get to a job that you're going to like, you're going to try a little bit harder. So, next one. Lie or tell the truth. Throwaway account. I recently received a job offer just doing an extremely thorough background check, including high school graduation. Due to personal reasons and taking care of my parents, I never graduated high school. I do have a fake copy of my diploma, though. It may be worth noting that my high school is in a different state as well. My question is, once they realize I never graduated, do I play stupid and say how strange that is and offer my diploma as proof, or do I try to come out clean and see what they do? This isn't an entry-level job, so I'm a bit concerned that the honest route won't cut it. The first thing is, I don't like lying. Especially if you're applying for a job, it's a very bad idea to lie. But if you did it already, I would just wait and see what happens. Most businesses will not go ahead and spend all the time and trouble to verify a high school diploma. So you may be in the clear. However, doesn't say how old this person is. You may want to consider getting, at least going back and getting your GED. Doesn't matter how old you are. This is not going to be your only job, and you don't want to continue to lie about the same thing. So if you do get this job, great, good luck to you. But also you're going to want to go ahead and get your GED because you don't want to have to lie about this in the future. So that's what I would do. Can I get some honest feedback on my LinkedIn post? Hey guys, I'm a full-time freelance writer and digital marketer. Unfortunately, one of my clients is probably going to reduce my workload, and I'm going to fire another for several reasons. So needless to say, I'll need to fill my days with more work. I'm using LinkedIn to advertise my services and would like some feedback on the following post. He goes into a long paragraph as to why he's a good copywriter and freelance writer and editor and why you should hire him. However, my advice to him is going to be exactly what I posted down here. So I responded back to him. But my advice to him is going to be freelance editor for hire for you, or something along those lines. Freelance writer offering services for you, and make a video. If you want to stand out on LinkedIn, especially, LinkedIn is still in its infancy, in its early stages. You're going to want to make a video because most people are not going to want to read all the stuff that you're typing here. All right, next one. Management role opened up, but do I want it? Hi all. At my company, a new management role has opened up that I'm considering applying for. I'm a qualified candidate, and I feel like I have a decent chance of getting the role if I apply and interview well. It would make a nice pay increase with an opportunity to start getting some people leading experience quite early in my career. I'm in my mid-20s working in a small engineering consulting company. My concern is whether or not I want to move into a management role. I'm currently working in a more technical position and love it. So they go on to say that they like the position they're in. They could probably get the management role. It's going to be more money. They don't know if they want it because they enjoy doing what they do. Because he enjoys doing what he does, he may not want to go into management. I usually recommend people go into management if they're trying to make more money. If money is not your priority, I would recommend, especially if you're doing something that you're interested in, whether it's architecture, in this case engineering, I would definitely either stay where you're at or explore other opportunities. Maybe you can be a team leader, maybe you can be a project manager, maybe you can be some sort of lead position that still allows you to work in the capacity that you want, but doesn't detach you from what's going on. Maybe management's for you, but maybe just not this particular role that you're looking for. Unless you're looking to make money. If you're looking to make money, take the management role. All right, next one. Should I leave my workplace for a better job or lobby for a better wage? Hey there, I'm new to this sub. Thank you for fielding my concerns. I'm an illustrator graphic designer. I'm working for a marketing firm. I started there as a contractor, and a year later they offered me a full-time position. When I was offered a full-time position, I was offered a salary, obviously below average. I took the offer anyway, knowing I would gain a lot more experience, and that my resume would be beefier for future work. Too long, didn't read. I like this one. I'm obviously underpaid. The company I work for is taking advantage of that. The raise I saw recently is a good representation that I will never get a competitive rate, but the company is changing, and it's a better time now than ever to make them negotiate. I'm not sure if I should get out of there ASAP or lobby for a better wage. Any help will be appreciated. Thank you for your thoughts. Okay, this is an easy one. There's no reason you can't do both. Look for another job, or at least put your resume out there. Look for something that may pay you more, may be more beneficial to you, and maybe a higher career track. and at the same time go sit down with your boss and say, I want more money because of this, A, B, and C. So there's no reason you don't have to do both. If you're working in a job and you're deciding, should I go look for another job or should I go stay and ask my boss for more money, feel free to do both. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So, all right. Guys, thank you so much. If you guys like what you see here, feel free to tune in and hit that subscribe button. Leave any comments in the section below if you want me to answer some questions on management career advice for you. Thank you so much.